In the springtime, we want to leave the avalanche danger behind and enjoy the warm temperatures and corn snow. But in many places in western Newfoundland, wet snow avalanches are still a big issue. Let's listen to Ian Crane tell about his experiences in Trout River Bowl. I'm with Ian Crane, who has just stepped out of his vet's office and has agreed to tell us about some skiing and snowboarding they did fairly recently down in Trout River. So can you just first of all just tell us what kind of day it was in terms of the weather?
It was a fantastic day. There was almost no wind at all, and we had tremendous blue sky. I don't remember a cloud in the sky either. I started off wearing a t-shirt, walking up the mountain, and ended up wearing a t-shirt coming down off the mountain. So it was just a beautiful day. We knew the snow was going to soften. It was that kind of a day.
Great. And can you just tell us a little bit about some of the snow stability that you came across while you were there that day?
You know, the sloughs we created were quite small and insignificant. As the day progressed, more things happened. When it started to warm up, the sloughs got larger and larger, and actually at the end of the day we had a slough that was created, a pretty insignificant one as far as risk goes, but it went on for about 5 minutes. It was quite amazing.
And you mentioned a bit earlier that having lunch, you saw quite a significant one to start spontaneously. Can you just describe that a little bit?
Yeah, that was actually probably the most terrifying one, if I should use that word, because nobody really triggered it. We were all down having our lunch, and we're just all up there around that area, and it just started, and you could hear it and probably even feel it. But what I remember is it was just a large amount of snow coming down, and I was thinking, if I was over there, could I have gotten out of the way? I'm not sure. If I was hit by it, I think I definitely would have been knocked over, possibly even partially buried and maybe injured. But it was quite spectacular to watch.
And then a little later you said that you were jumping off some cornices and had kind of another little interesting experience. Can you relate that to us?
Yeah, don't do it. But when I was doing it, we did choose an area that looked fairly stable. And we did expect that we were going to create some slough or break off some of the cornice. When I went over first, we did have some slough. And then I stopped, and my friend came off the back, came behind me, and he broke off a large piece of the cornice that was coming down towards me, and I did have to move out of the way fairly quickly to get out of the way. And then we had a large slough come behind it. So that's quite spectacular. However, we knew we had a chance of triggering that, and we were waiting for that and expecting that, unlike the one during lunch.
And how big a block kind of tumbled down toward you that you had to move out of the way of?
Well, it seemed to be about 4 feet by 3 feet, and it was pretty deep as well, so I think it would have really hurt if it connected for sure.
Good. Thanks very much now.
You're welcome. Thank you.
So be aware of rapid warming in the spring. East-facing slopes will heat up first, followed by south-facing slopes, and then in the afternoon, west-facing slopes will be warmed by the sun. You want to get off a slope before it's heated too much. Also, as temperatures rise, cornice stability is reduced, and these areas should be approached with caution. For more information on avalanche courses, contact Keith Nicol at the following email address.